Coach, thanks. As mentioned, we are on the North Shore of Pittsburgh. It's sold out Heinz Field in the Steel City. They love the black and gold here in the Steel City. And a few moments ago, their Steelers emerged from the Heinz Field tunnel. They're set. We're set as the Steelers are ready to do battle with the Cincinnati Bengals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This is Joe Mixon, fourth in the NFL in rushing last season. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Here's Locke. That's caught by his tight end, Uzama. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Locke. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Luck eluding the pressure right. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether it's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual-type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
And some room to run now. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. A very solid gain of 27.
Well, simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like he just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. This is a guy who made a Pro Bowl in his 2nd season, James Conner. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
66.
Washington's got it. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down. So they go pass on 3rd and 2. They complete it, but no gain. Should they have tried to run it?
I thought that running the ball in that situation is what they would have done, because at worst case scenario, you may bring up a 4th down decision for your team. Instead, now, they're not close to the 1st down.
Roethlisberger. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. Black 20.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flushed out right. And this is incomplete. James Washington was the intended target. 3rd down here.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Black 20.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9. Luck. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3rd and long. It's Locke. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in, your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A gain of 10, good for a Steeler 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. That's thrown to Smith-Schuster out wide. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or offensive linemen. That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Roethlisberger got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson with his first career NFL touchdown as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even 1st half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Got an open man, that's C.J. Uzomah. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Check out. 675.
On 1st down, Love. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic.
Watch 98. Watch 98. 98's the mic. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
Watch it.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Luck. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
A 7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Steelers now in the nickel here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Locke. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Check 16. Flash and turn.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Freeman, and he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down and 4, Roethlisberger. And Big Ben intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before? There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 2nd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defenses, I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, It makes it tough to defend.
And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. And they have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quicker. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
So this is what happens when you throw interceptions. That confident veneer that you have gets chipped away a little bit. Maybe a little bit gun-shy throwing it around.
Yeah, underthrowing him there, and you're right. Those interceptions may be in the back of his mind. On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 43. Roethlisberger now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Again, it's Roethlisberger. Ebron with it over the middle. 25 yards that time. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll run here with Connor. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Again, it'll be Connor. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down.
And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. And Boswell's kick is good. Boswell signed to a 4-year deal prior to last season, but he struggled a little bit.
Yeah, do you think that they saw 13 of 20 when they signed him to a 4-year deal?
Not at all.
Needs a big bounce back in 2019 if he wants to see the end of that contract.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. On first down, Mixon, and he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 4 here in the 4th quarter, with them leading by 4 on the scoreboard. Once again, they run with Mixon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a first carry from Giovanni Bernard. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. From the gun on 3rd down, Watt. Wide open receiver complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Mixon trying to punch it in, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Here's Luck. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Martavis Bryant, his first touchdown on the year. Now the Bengals, they widen their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. There's certainly some importance to this one now. After the touchdown, they could get this down to a field goal with a 2-point conversion. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. To throw on 2nd and 6. Luck. He's going to air one out. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And he will bring it out past past the 20-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
That throw good for 4. It's second down. Throwing now is Roethlisberger. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first. He's back to throw. He'll find Smith-Schuster again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And this is caught at the 8. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Roethlisberger to throw. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the 4th.
Wow. Wow. How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
And this one's caught. And their 4th quarter lead grows by a couple more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. 1 to get yourself...
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Got a man open. It's Ross. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Monday.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. One last throw here for Luck. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. Well, Charles, a pretty exhilarating finish to the end of this ball game. At the end, the Hail Mary prayers, though, they went unanswered. Could have won it, but couldn't get it done.
Almost felt schoolyard or playground, didn't it? Yeah, you remember when you called that play? Everybody just go long and try and find someone open. They gave it a shot, but unable to successfully complete it.
So for Pittsburgh, they're into the win column for the third time this year as they get the victory here. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles...